going, folks? This is Wayne R back with another technique lesson today, and today I thought I'd do sort of a basic finger style lesson. This is just going through some basic chords with a basic finger pattern, and it's a great thing to get into. It gets you thinking about this hand, you know, using these fingers individually rather than strumming with a pick. There's also some great songs that you can do with this style as well. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the guitar is in standard tuning, and the first chord shape that we're going to take is an A minor chord, okay? And with this hand, we're going to place the thumb on the 5th string, on the A string, the first finger on the G, okay? The second finger on the B, and the third finger is going to go on the top E string. And the three fingers, it's only the thumb that's going to be moving around on the bass notes throughout this exercise, so those fingers are always going to pick those strings, okay? So the pattern is we're going to play the thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, second finger, out to the first finger. So thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, okay? Okay, so the second chord, we're going to do exactly the same thing on the same strings. We're going to take a C chord. So again, the thumb is on the A string, so we're going to go thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then we're going to take a G chord. So, and it's the 3-finger G that we do, so it's up to you whether you do it that way, but in finger style, it's a good way to do a G chord with your second, third, and little pinky on the top E string. So the only difference now with the picking is the thumb is now going to move to the low E string. The first, second and third finger are going to stay on those strings, on the G, the B and the E. So now the same pattern again, so thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then we're going to go to an E minor chord. Okay, you don't really need your fingers on for this because we're not actually playing those notes that the fingers are on. But I think when you're doing, you know, you got enough to think about with this hand, so it's good to do the chord shape even if you're not actually playing those notes. So now the thumb stays on the E, and we're going to do the same thing again. So thumb, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to go back to the A minor. So now the thumb's we'll go back to the A string. So. There you go. So if you practice this, you know, for 5 or 10 minutes a day, get these fingers working independently. It's actually very therapeutic. It's great fun to get into finger style. So I hope you dug that. There you go.